Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we're trading our comfy couches for bike seats as we embark on a cycling journey from the vibrant Sentul City to the peaceful Silua. Join me as we explore scenic routes, encounter local culture, and soak up the fresh air. Come on, everyone, join me on this ride from here in Sentul City. Our journey begins now. The road here is so wide, it feels like we're racing on a circuit. But be careful, we have to cross to make a U-turn. It's so exciting, isn't it? Alright, here comes a slight downhill. Feel the speed. The buildings and those wispy clouds are making this ride even more scenic. I love days like this. Check out this view. The buildings and the sky with those thin clouds are just breathtaking. And with this slight downhill, I'm picking up some speed. It's the perfect combination. Okay, let's see if we can pull off a smooth U-turn here. Remember, no sudden moves, we don't want to end up in a funny blooper reel. Alright, here comes a little climb. Let's see if I can push through this. Keep an eye on my heart rate on the bottom right corner of your screen. It's about to get interesting. Wow, my heart is pounding. Looks like I've hit zone 3. This is getting tough, but I'm determined to finish this climb. Alright, my heart rate is definitely in zone 3 now. Feeling the burn, but I'm loving every minute of it. Let's keep pushing. Alright, I think I need to bring my heart rate back down to zone 2. I'm going to shift gears to an easier one. I don't want to push myself too hard into zone 4 or 5 right now. I'm feeling the burn, so I'm going to ease up a bit. I'll shift gears to an easier one and let my heart rate come back down to zone 2. It's important to listen to your body. I'm going to save some energy for later. I'm trying to lower my heart rate, but this uphill is just not cooperating. I've shifted gears, but it's still hard to recover. Any tips on how to quickly recover my heart rate on an uphill? I've shifted gears, but it's still pretty high. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm glad I was able to bring my heart rate down. Feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the rest of this ride. Let's keep this pace for a while. What do you guys think about maintaining this pace for a few more 100 meters? I'm feeling pretty good right now. Let me know in the comments. I'm so glad I listened to my body and slowed down. My heart rate is now in a much healthier zone. This is a much more enjoyable pace, and I can appreciate the scenery around me. Let's keep this up for a few more minutes. I'm going on a little adventure today. I'm taking a very narrow road that's perfect for motorcycles or bicycles, but just fits a small car. Have you ever been on a road like this? Let me know in the comments. Alright guys, today we're going off the beaten path. I'm going to try a really narrow road from Sentul City that's only wide enough for one small car. I've heard it's a scenic route, but we'll have to see for ourselves. Let's see if my little car can handle it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. Look at that speed. I'm going 30 kilometers per hour. It's amazing how quickly you can pick up speed on a downhill. The cool breeze is a perfect way to cool down after that tough climb. This is what cycling is all about, feeling the wind in your hair and enjoying the great outdoors. Alright, we're almost at the Sentul roundabout. This is a pretty busy intersection, so let's be extra cautious. I've heard some wild stories about near misses here. Let's make a right turn and see what's on the other side. Have you ever been through this roundabout? Let me know in the comments. No pain, no gain, the early bird gets the worm. It's never too late to start. Keep on pedaling, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving, don't count your chickens before they hatch. This hill is tough, but I'm going to keep on pedaling. The early bird gets the worm, right? Cool, an elevated highway. It's like we're riding alongside a giant sky bridge. What do you think about elevated highways? Are they a good way to reduce traffic congestion? This is mind-blowing. There's a highway above us and one below us. I've never seen anything like it. It's like we're in a transportation sandwich. Highway on top, highway below, and us in the middle. I can't believe we're cycling right between two highways. This is definitely a unique perspective. Alright folks, we're about to make a left here. If we go straight, we'll end up on the highway and become an instant internet sensation, but for all the wrong reasons. Let's avoid that cyclist fail moment. Has anyone ever accidentally ended up on a highway while cycling? Let me know in the comments. We'll definitely want to avoid that. Well, that was a close one. I almost forgot that I was in the middle of the road. Let's get back on track and stick to the left side, safety first, folks. Alright, here comes another hill. I can feel my heart starting to race, but that's a good thing. It means I'm getting a great workout. Let's see if I can set a new personal best on this climb. Who's with me? Wow, that hill was insane. I was speechless. I can't believe I made it up there. I thought I was going to die halfway up, but I kept pushing and look at me now. I'm at the top and feeling like a champion. Remember, folks, if you think you can't, try it anyway. You might surprise yourself. Okay, folks, we're approaching a section of road that looks like it's seen better days. Let's take it easy and avoid those potholes. The last thing we want is a flat tire or a broken spoke. Remember, it's not a race, it's an adventure, and a smooth ride makes for a more enjoyable one. Looks like we're entering a bit of a bumpy road. Let's ease up on the pedals and take it easy. I love the contrast between the rugged terrain and the serene atmosphere created by these towering trees. The dappled sunlight filtering through the leaves is casting a magical spell on everything around me. It's moments like these that make cycling such a rewarding experience. Alright, folks, we're entering Sukaraja village now. As you can see, the road is quite narrow, barely enough for one car. It would be a real hassle if two cars tried to pass each other here. I think it's best if we stick to two-wheelers on this road. I love exploring these small village roads. It's a great way to slow down and appreciate the simple things in life. Plus, you never know what you might see around the next corner. Brace yourselves, folks, we're about to enter a one-lane wonder. This road is so narrow, you could almost high-five the person driving towards you. Let's proceed with caution. This is a classic village road. It's narrow, winding, and full of charm. You'll often find kids playing, chickens crossing the road, and locals hanging out by their doorsteps. It's a great way to experience the real Sukaraja. I love the peaceful atmosphere of this village road, but I have to admit, I'm a little hesitant to ride it at night. The lack of streetlights and the surrounding trees create a bit of an eerie feeling. Maybe I'll bring a headlamp next time and give it a shot. What do you think? Alright, guys, we're about to enter a tunnel. There's a highway above us, so it can get a bit dark and bumpy. Let's take it slow and be careful. The combination of narrow roads, steep inclines, and rough terrain is making for a challenging but exhilarating ride. I love how every turn brings a new surprise. This is definitely not your average bike ride. The narrow roads and steep climbs are really testing my limits, but I'm loving every minute of it. We've made it through the toughest part of our ride. Now we can relax a bit and enjoy the scenery. The road is still narrow, so let's keep a safe distance from each other and be mindful of any oncoming traffic. Let's make the most of this beautiful day. This is definitely not your average bike path. The houses are practically leaning over us. I think we need to keep a wide berth on the left. On our left, we have this charming little neighborhood, and on our right, the garden stretches as far as the eye can see. It's the perfect combination of urban and rural. And look at this, a sea of clouds stretches out before us, as far as the eye can see. It's like we're floating on a cloud. This is by far the most breathtaking view I've ever seen. I feel so small and insignificant, yet so connected to nature. It's truly a humbling experience. We're about to enter a more residential area, so let's be mindful of our surroundings. We'll be passing by people's homes, so let's keep the noise down and be respectful. Remember, we're guests in this neighborhood, so let's make a good impression. That was close. Out of nowhere, a car just came out of nowhere and forced me to swerve left. I'm so glad I was paying attention. Talk about a near miss. I had to swerve to avoid a collision. That was a real adrenaline rush. I was cruising along when suddenly, a car came speeding towards me. I had to make a quick decision to avoid a head-on collision. It was a scary moment, but I'm grateful that I was able to react in time. I was driving along, enjoying the scenery, when suddenly a car came speeding towards me from the opposite direction. I had to swerve to the left to avoid a head-on collision. My heart was racing, but I'm grateful that I was able to react quickly. It's a good reminder to always be cautious on the road, especially when driving in unfamiliar areas. Remember, folks, safety first. Alright guys, we are starting to see more pedestrians around here. Remember, pedestrians always have the right of way. If they're crossing the street, it's our job to yield and let them pass. As we continue our ride, let's be mindful of the pedestrians. They're sharing the road with us, so let's make sure to give them plenty of space. What do you guys think about pedestrian safety? Have you ever had a close call with a pedestrian while cycling? Let's all do our part to make the roads safer for everyone. Remember, a little courtesy goes a long way. As you can see, there are quite a few people walking around here. It's important to always be aware of your surroundings and give pedestrians plenty of space. Remember, they have the right of way, so let's be respectful and yield whenever necessary. Safety is our top priority, so let's all do our part to make this a pleasant experience for everyone. I've been coming to this trail for years, and it's usually my go-to spot for a peaceful ride. But today is a whole different story. It's much busier than usual, which is a bit surprising. I wonder if it's because of the recent social media posts about this place. Regardless, it's still a beautiful ride, and I'm glad to be sharing it with so many other people. Imagine a world where the familiar hum of engines and the constant honking of horns are replaced by the gentle click of gears and the rhythmic cadence of tires on pavement. A world where every journey, no matter the distance, is undertaken onto wheels. In this alternate reality, the invention of the internal combustion engine was never realized. Instead, the bicycle evolved into the primary mode of transportation. Cities are designed around cyclists, with wide, dedicated bike lanes weaving through parks and neighborhoods. Cars are relics of the past, found only in museums or used for special occasions. The impact on the environment is profound. With fewer vehicles emitting greenhouse gases, air quality improves dramatically. Cities are quieter, cleaner, and more livable. The increased physical activity from cycling leads to healthier populations and a decreased burden on healthcare systems. Social interactions have also changed. Cycling is a communal activity, bringing people together in shared spaces. Bike shops become community hubs, where cyclists gather to repair their bikes and share stories. Bicycle races and tour become major events, drawing crowds from all over the world. Of course, there are challenges to overcome. Long-distance travel becomes more time-consuming, and carrying heavy loads requires specialized cargo bikes. However, the benefits of a world without cars far outweigh the drawbacks. In this bicycle-centric world, humans have found a more sustainable and harmonious relationship with their planet. The simple act of pedaling has not only revolutionized transportation, but has also transformed the way we live, work, and play. While a world without cars might sound idyllic, the transition away from fossil fuels wasn't without its challenges. For centuries, humanity had relied on oil to power industries, heat homes, and fuel transportation. The sudden shift to a bicycle-centric society disrupted economies worldwide. Oil-producing nations, once the world's economic powerhouses, faced unprecedented challenges. Entire industries collapsed, and millions were left unemployed. The transition was not without its growing pains, as many communities struggled to adapt to a new energy landscape. However, as the decades passed, the world began to heal. With less pollution, the climate stabilized, and natural ecosystems began to recover. Renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind, became increasingly efficient and affordable, providing a reliable alternative to fossil fuels. In the end, the world's reliance on oil proved to be a finite resource. The depletion of these reserves forced humanity to confront its unsustainable practices and seek out more sustainable solutions. While the transition was difficult, it ultimately led to a healthier planet and a more equitable society. Possible additional elements you could incorporate: technological advancements. Explore how technology evolved to support a bicycle-centric world, such as advanced materials for bikes, efficient public transportation systems, and urban planning that prioritizes cycling. Social changes. Discuss how the shift to cycling affected social structures, relationships, and cultural values. Environmental impacts. Explore the long-term consequences of reduced fossil fuel consumption, such as the recovery of endangered species and the restoration of natural habitats. Global cooperation. Examine how nations collaborated to address the challenges of transitioning to a sustainable energy system. Well, folks, we've made it to the end of our off-the-beaten-path adventure from Sentul City to Bogor. This route has been a real treat, offering stunning views of the surrounding countryside and a chance to escape the hustle and bustle of the city. If you're looking for a more peaceful and scenic cycling experience, I highly recommend giving this route a try. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cycling adventures.